Hey Dylan, how's it going?
Good. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. I have written something out that I would like to read to everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. First, I want to tell everyone how genuinely excited I am that we are all here tonight and that GGC is moving forward. At the same time, I wanted to acknowledge something that I know has been difficult for many of us. We have not had any community Zoom calls since July 7th. And I know that during that time, there has been questions, uncertainty, conversation, and probably some frustrations. Your patience throughout this period has not gone unnoticed. So before we so before we talk about where we are going, I simply want to thank you. Thank you for your patience, thank you for your commitment, and mostly thank you for the continuing to believe in this community and in what we have been working together for. I also want to take a moment to personally recognize and thank our advisory board members, Larry and Gary Lane, Miles Seegers, Dr. Branch, Lisa Fields, and our president, Bob Thompson. During this lapse in our Zoom calls, these individuals have continued to show tremendous commitment to their teams, their families, their friends, and this community. They have continued to communicate, answer questions, encourage people, and do everything they could to help keep moving forward. I have incredible amount of respect and appreciation for each one of them and for the responsibility they have carried during this time. Tonight is about looking forward, not backwards. It is about acknowledging what we have been through and appreciating the people who stay committed through it, and then turning our attention towards what comes next with GGC. I am excited for the moving forward. Tonight, we have all of our advisory board members, our president, Bob Thompson, and everyone is going to get a chance to speak to you. Uh, who would like to be the first to be our speaker? Dr. Branch?
Absolutely. How's everyone doing this evening? It's always a pleasure and a joy to communicate with each and every one of you. God bless you all. And we're just so proud and privileged that this platform hasn't gone anywhere. Even though it's gone through changes, we're still here and we've been committed. And our belief factor is even stronger in where we're going. Yes, there have been changes made in leadership and in the corporate structure, which you'll hear about a little later with Larry and Professor Rob, but the best is yet to come. We have some things that's going to be happening over the next 45 to 60 days that's simply mind blowing. And it's simply amazing. So you are in store for some powerful, powerful information tonight that's going to make everyone have a great ball of joy of what's about to happen in a short time frame. So without going into a lot of details, I just want to share those words with you. And we look forward to seeing everyone in September because there's going to be, I will let this out, there's going to be a major meeting in Vegas in September with at least about 500 people or more, where a lot of incredible announcements that we as presidential advisory board members are already aware of, but we can't let it all out the bag. A lot of those announcements are going to be made live on September 18th, 19th in Vegas. So start making plans to try to be in Vegas that weekend. Major, major news, positive information that's happening with GGC. With that being said, I want to pass it back to you, Don. God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you. Lisa, are you there? Lisa? We'll go to Miles. Miles, would you like to say something? I know you're there.
Yeah, I'm here. It's just been a very exciting and hectic day. So as long as you guys can hear me, just give me a second, and I will put my other microphone on if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you.
Awesome. I just want you to hear me a little bit clearer. Oh, okay, great. I got I got the microphone I wanted. Let me turn my camera on. Okay, let me get that camera on. What's up, folks? Yeah, I'm sorry for making you guys wait a minute. Folks, listen, it has been such an exciting day for me. All of you and our team, my personal team members, they knew this day was coming. And folks, all I can say is thank God that I have two phones because I've been so busy today, guys, talking to people, talking to excited people. I'm not exaggerating, folks. One of my phones, the battery died. So I'm not. I don't want to be too formal here, guys. All corporate and everything, guys. I just want to ask you folks a question. Those of you, how many of you are here? Wow, 450.
451.
Still climbing. Let me ask you folks a question. Man, I'm sitting on my. I feel like standing up. Folks, are you excited? Guys, are you excited? Come on, folks. Listen. I have talked to so many people, listened to so many real stories. People telling me, "Hey, Miles, I'm hanging in there. I know it's been a while. I believe in what you folks are doing. No matter what's happening with GGC, I believe in GGC. I'm going to hang with you guys. I'm going to keep the faith." Folks, congratulations. You kept the faith. Write down, guys, don't be like some of those people sitting in the back, way up in the cheap seats. We ask them to do something, they don't do it. Listen, folks, get something out. Get your phone, get a notepad, just like a little notepad. Write down today's date, August 24th. Write down the date, guys. Because this is the date, folks, I believe, Miles Seegers believe your life will change. Folks, it's a new day. It's a new day here in GGC. Like I started to say, guys, I've heard so many real stories. Team members of mine that I have a meeting, folks, with my personal team every Tuesday night. Many of them were here. And, some of them have contacted me. Miles, I can't make the meeting tonight. I'm like, why? Then they explain it to me. And then next week, Miles, I can't make the meeting tonight. Folks, you want to know why they couldn't make the meeting? Because they've been working hard to hold up their end, supporting their families, guys. I have people that are driving Uber, that have gotten jobs driving Uber, delivering pizzas, doing this, keeping the faith in GGC, folks. So I'm just telling you guys, I am blessed. I know I'm blessed, and all of you are blessed. The day has come, folks. It's a new beginning for GGC. I'm extremely excited. I don't want to take over the whole show here, but I could talk for the next hour, guys. Folks, those of you who kept the faith and you believed in GGC, you believed in us, you believed in yourself, it's your time. It's your time, folks. It's your time. So with that said, guys, I'm just extremely excited. Let's hear from the other PAB members. Let's hear from our new CEO. I better stop. I don't want to give it all away. So I'm just very excited, guys. I'm very happy because, I'm talking real stories here. I've seen people trying to make ends meet. People have done whatever they could to purchase coins. I'm not going to get into it. You know who you are. Some of you got loans. Some of you worked extra jobs. Well, listen, folks, all of your hard work is going to come to fruition. It's going to, folks. It's a new day, guys. Welcome to the new, better, revamped GGC. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn, you're on mute.
Sorry.
That's okay. You
Lisa,
probably figured, let me let Miles talk for the next hour. I'll just go on mute.
how you doing, Lisa?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored. My goodness, today is the day. So, you know what? I'm just so glad to be here. We have almost 500 people on here. Many of you have been early adopters and you've been in early. Congratulations. The belief factor for us was kind of up and down on a roller coaster because with good intentions, we tried to bring in many different components to this. But the bottom line is we're back to where we originally started. When GGC was first introduced to me, when I was first introduced to the professor, it was November. And his timeline has not wavered at all. There were others that tried to speed it up, but here we are going into the fourth quarter. And this is the exact timeline that he had to go on chain. He needed this time now to establish those, cultivate those strategic partnerships, to get everything in place to back the price of this coin so you have something of significant value. And I am not going to hype this up. I just want to congratulate the people that were in early, the ones that took advantage of the multiplier, that were in accumulation mode. They are suppressing the price of the coin for the new community members, so they can come in and take advantage of a promo also. I want everybody to log into their accounts every single day and claim your $20 in GGC rewards just for logging in. We're really, really close. Wait till you hear what the professor has to say. So I'm just so glad to be here. And the best is yet to come.
Thank you, Lisa. Now we're going to hear from our president, Bob Thompson. Bob, are you there?
I'm here. Hello,
How are
everyone. I'm so happy to be here. It's going to be hard to beat the enthusiasm that everyone on the board has put forth here. But I'll just share something. As I'm looking down at my screen and we have a $500 coin, it looks like we just surpassed 500 attendees. That's so exciting. And if that many people have come in tonight, I can't imagine what the next meeting and when September is going to be like for everyone. But this is an exciting time for everyone. Last weekend, Larry and his brother and I and Dr. and Professor Robert had a chance to spend 2 days together in Vegas. We went over a lot of things, and there's so many exciting things that Professor is going to share with us this evening. And I don't want to get into that until I let him explain everything he's doing. But something I need to share, as you all probably have heard, there's been a little bit change in command, and it's for the better. The other, as you know, Keith has been a great part of the team, Tommy and Jenna, but they all have other projects they've been working on, and they felt it's best if they spend their time elsewhere doing things that they really need to spend time with. I know, Keith's had a difficult time with his wife, her illness, and Tommy had some things going, but that's all in the past. We want to look forward now to all these positive things that the professor is going to share with us. And I do appreciate the opportunity to step in as the new CEO, as well as president. And we're just going to have a fantastic time. This is as you see, the coin is at $500. And I think when you start to hear what Professor Robert has to show with us tonight, you're going to see why it's there. And it's going to be a great evening. So I appreciate everyone that's come tonight. Look forward to seeing you in Vegas on the September 18th, I believe it is. And we'll be talking a lot more about that before the time goes up. But again, we apologize, all of us do, for this time that we had to kind of step back, take 2 steps forward, and here we are. So let's get things moving. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Larry, I believe Larry has Professor Roberts on the phone with him. Larry, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Dawn, I'm here, and we do have Professor Robert on audio. He's in Florida, and he's going to explain all of that. So, Professor Roberts, you've got about 550 people on, I think, so we're waiting to hear from you. And then after, I'm going to give some promotions and close us out. So go ahead, Professor Robert.
All right. Well, it's good to talk to everybody again. I've missed everybody since February when I made the decision to put Keith in charge of the company. And like Bob said, unfortunately, they have other plans that they want to do that were totally opposite of what I want to do with Global Gold Coin and with building a worldwide crypto, because I've been in crypto for 11 years. I got into Bitcoin 11 years ago when it was $300 and rode the first wave of Bitcoin to $19,000. And then we sold, and then we got $500,000 out of Bitcoin the first year. And then we put that money into another coin, which went from 1 penny to $1. And we had $100 billion of that coin. So in 2016, I became a multi-billionaire in cryptocurrency. We had 5 offices, mostly in Russia, Ukraine. There's 30 million crypto people, Russia, Ukraine, that part of the world. And then we discovered that the coin was starting to go down instead of going up. And we found out that the programmers at one of my offices stole 300 million in coins. Wow. And they were dumping these coins on the market. So they crashed our coin all the way down. Shiba right now is like 0.00001. And our coin crashed from $1 all the way down to less than 1 penny. So because I'm a professor of business and a doctor of economics, I think facts and figures, not sales and promotions. So please write that down. I'm a facts and figures person. And when I talk with people, when I don't hear facts and figures, and all I hear is blah, 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 I get tired of the conversation, as Larry and Gary know, in a couple of minutes. And so I heard the last Zoom call that the other group was on, and I'm listening to it. And I'm listening to the fact that nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. And nobody knows when a website's going to be done. Nobody knows anything. And I'm listening to this as a highly intelligent person that started the crypto gold exchange, engineered the entire programming system with my engineers in Europe that I have been working with for 5 years. And I listened to that Zoom and I said, these guys are nuts. So we're not going to have any nutso Zooms anymore. We're going to have facts and figures. So let's start with a fact. To build a good crypto exchange like we have took 3.5 years. So I started working with Keith in Dallas last July, which was a little over a year ago. But before that, I had been working on the exchange for 2.5 years. So we got the exchange done last August when I was in and out of ICU in Beverly Hills. So please write that down. To build a good working exchange takes 3.5 years. It doesn't take a couple of months. It takes a couple of months to do 1 or 2 programs. Number 2, fact. To build an exchange costs $3 million to $10 million. So we had the exchange ready to go before I called Keith last year and said, we're making a global gold coin. And Mark, who is not on the phone tonight, he'll be on future calls that have the gold mine in Nevada. Many of you went to Nevada, to Vegas, and you went on the bus to the gold mines. So let's go over the facts again on the gold mine because things have changed considerably. Number 1, the gold mine is 1,000 acres of property. I'm at a restaurant and they got the cart going back and forth that makes so much noise. So anyway, the gold mine is 1,000 acres. It started in 1934 and it had so much gold in the first shaft that they created a second shaft. And it had so much gold in the second shaft that they created a third shaft, a fourth shaft, a sixth shaft, and it has a total of 13 shafts. So they mined the gold in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, then the grandfather died, then the 70s, the son died, and then the 80s, the last remaining grandson died, and that left the granddaughter, and the granddaughter went broke and couldn't pay all the BLM fees and so forth. So our partners became her partner and paid all the fees for the last 10 years. Now, I started talking to them 3.5 years ago about making a gold coin, a coin backed by gold. And the problem is they were too rich. One of them was worth 100 million in real estate. The other one worth 50 million in real estate. And they were too rich. They had too many deals going on. And I couldn't get them to focus on the crypto world. because they were already multi-millionaires. And it wasn't until Trump came out last 2 years ago when Trump spoke at the National Bitcoin Conference in Nashville, Tennessee, and he told the 60 million crypto people in America, if you vote for me, I will stop the SEC from attacking your crypto company. If you have your crypto people vote for me, I will fire all of the people at the SEC that are negative against cryptocurrency. So we knew that was coming. And when Trump became president, in his first few months, he fired all of the anti-crypto people at the SEC. In fact, the director of the SEC resigned 2 months before President Trump won the election. So that changed the whole crypto world. So right now, the SEC has filed a 67-page document several months ago. And this 67-page document very simply says, if you have a cryptocurrency on your wallet or on an exchange that you control, it's not a security. But if you have a cryptocurrency with BlackRock, or you have a cryptocurrency with a hedge fund, or you have a cryptocurrency with a micro fund or a broker, then it's considered a security and you have to go through securities laws. So I'm not a lawyer, but I've been studying law for 40 years. Most law students study law for 7 years and they get a diploma, and I wouldn't hire them to write the worst contract on the planet. Thank God we have AI now, and between me and you, AI writes about 80% of our stuff. So now you understand the new law that the SEC just passed recently. If you have a coin that's on your wallet with an exchange and you control your wallet, then it's not a security. Regardless of what anybody tells you, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to educate you. So I hope that helps. All right. So professor of business includes legal, accounting, sales, marketing, franchising, branding, group sales, development, IT, all of that is under business. And I'm a professor of business at $1 billion level. Been a billionaire 3 times, a millionaire 50 times. So I have a lot of experience, but I work with a lot of management people. We have about 40 management people that you do not know about that have been working with me the past 6 months that you will get to know real soon. All right, so when we started the coin a year ago, the plan was we started at 10 cents, and the plan was to have a $1 coin. And I would be willing to bet there's not 20 people on this phone tonight who can tell me why we made that plan. But I'm going to tell you why. The reason why we decided that a $1 coin was the maximum that we could do is because Dogecoin, write that down, DOGE, Dogecoin, is the number 10 coin in the world, number 10 in the world, worth $10 billion. And Dogecoin 5 years ago was promoted on Twitter by Elon Musk. And we started buying Dogecoin at 1 penny. And I had a group of about 40 crypto people that bought into Dogecoin. And then when Elon Musk started promoting Dogecoin, the media kicked in, and the media started talking about Dogecoin every morning, every evening, Dogecoin, 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 Dogecoin. And Dogecoin went up to 10 cents. And then Dogecoin went up to 20 cents. Then Dogecoin went up to 30 cents. and it went to 50 cents. And I was in Europe at the time, and I called all my people and I said, sell all your Dogecoin. And they said, why? And I said, because it's going to go up and crash. Half of the people said I was lying. Half of them. We got on a big call and they said, Professor, we don't believe you because the media is saying Dogecoin is going to go to $1. I said, well, you can believe the billion-dollar media if you want to, or you can believe me, who at that time had 6 years of crypto experience and a billionaire professor and billionaire doctor of finance. So half of them agreed to sell the coins. The other half did not sell. Dogecoin the next 2 weeks went up to 75 cents and then it crashed halfway. Crashed. It didn't go down 3 cents a day. It crashed. Crashed, crashed, crashed. The group that sold made $500,000 from my advice, cash. And we took that $500,000  3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, and we started paying for the programming for cryptogold.exchange. Now, I've met with at least 5 billionaires in New York about global gold coin, and they look at our exchange and they say, you did the impossible, Professor Robert. I have billionaires in New York that have been in Bitcoin 10 years that have never, ever, 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 ever seen a coin grow from 10 cents to $500 in 1 year. So we made an AI video that shows that the global gold coin and the crypto gold.exchange, which I own both of them, broke 5 world records. 5 world records. Dogecoin, worth $10 billion, never hit $1. Not $1. Shiba coin, number 30 in the world. Look it up on CoinMarketCap. Shiba coin has 589 trillion coins on the market, and they've never hit 1 penny. So you can have your choice. You can buy a crappy coin like Shiba that's got 589 trillion coins at less than a penny, or you can now buy Dogecoin at about 11 cents. So based on those 2 statistics, when we sat down and looked at what are we going to do with global gold coin, we decided that global gold coin would be a $1 coin in December of 2026. Now, anybody that knows anything about crypto that sees that we have a $500 coin, they think I'm 10 times smarter than Einstein. But I'll tell you the secret. I spent 7 years losing billions of dollars in crypto to figure out the secret, to figure out the 11 herbs and spices, to figure out the Coca-Cola mixture. And it's a combination of things. So I'll tell you 5 things that makes global gold coin a world record coin. Number 1, everybody can sign up for free and get $100 worth of coins for free. That's one of our biggest promotions. And all of you should be giving away coins for birthday presents, Christmas presents, 4th of July. Every excuse you can to send somebody your link and give them free coins, give the coins away. We want to give the coins away to 600 million people. That's how many people buy crypto right now, 600 million. Now on the exchange right now, which I control, I own it, I control it. Nobody else has any power anywhere in the world over our exchange except for me. We have over 715,000 wallets. Wow. 715,000. We hope in September we'll break 800,000, 900,000, then 1 million. So we're doing a promotion for Larry and Gary's group where everybody who signs up, 10 new people on our exchange, gets $1,000, 2 gold coins, $1,000. Where can you go anywhere in the world and invite 10 people to anything and make $1,000? Nowhere. I want 1 million people. I'm going to pay you for it. So your first 10 new people you sign up, you're going to get 2 coins, $1,000. Now in the past, with the other side of the company, they had all these crazy multipliers and $100 coins when we have a $300 coin. All of that crap is closed down and gone. There is no $100 coin. There is no $200 coin. There's a $500 coin. That's it. There's no $200 coins, no $100 coins, no 30 to 1, no 20 to 1. All of that crap is gone. Now what you have, I bought Bitcoin at $300 and Bitcoin went to $19,000. So now you have a $500 gold coin that's broken 5 world records that's going to go up to $10,000. Look at the exchange. It shows coins priced at $1,000. It shows coins priced at 1,500. Coins priced at 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. We never knew that was possible because Dogecoin, with billions of dollars of advertising, with billions of dollars of backing, never hit $1. So now I want all of you 500, 600 people to have a new life, a new vision, a new vision. Many of you are going to become multi-millionaires. Over 1 million people are millionaires with Bitcoin. 36 people are billionaires with Bitcoin. Global gold coin is going to $10,000 per coin. Now, there are some rules with all these blessings from God. Number 1, this is all blessed by God. And number 2, when you make your millions of dollars, God wants you to help other people. So we have formed a global charity group called Help Me Now Crisis Centers. Help Me Now Crisis Centers. And we want leaders from this call in every city to help lead a Help Me Now Crisis Center in your area. The Help Me Now Crisis Centers are going to be funded by billions of dollars in gold and crypto. And we're going to provide food banks, medical, dental, clothes for the homeless, shelter. We're going to get battered women out of their battered places. We're going to get homeless children into proper places. We're going to spend billions of dollars helping people. So help people now. Help Me Now Crisis Centers. Number 2, with the first gold mine in Nevada worth $30 billion, I was able to go to Wall Street and make a contract with billionaires in Wall Street, and they're giving us a $3 billion credit line. Write that down. They're giving us a $3 billion credit line. That's directly with me, and it will happen in October or November. We're going to put that $3 billion on trade, and our group is going to get $1.5 billion per month. Wow.
Wow.
So what I did with that situation is I set up a brand new company called Gold Rush Financial Services, and Larry and Gary will be at the top of the company because they're at the top of your group. Don's at the top of her group. Everybody will have their spot. But Gold Rush Financial Services is getting funded with $3 billion. Wow. Gold Rush Financial Services is coming out with their own debit card, their own gift cards, and their own credit cards. So all of you that bought Global Gold Coins are going to be the first people that get your own line of credit with Global Gold Coin. And for those of you that bought $10,000 or $25,000 or $50,000 or $100,000, I'm going to pay off your house up to $500,000.
Woohoo!
Those of you that have bought coins are first priority in my book. I bought coins. I put up $500,000. So I've invested more money in this deal than anybody. And in the last year, I put up another $500,000. But I'm going to take care of the leaders first. Now, the old system that you had with Keith and in Las Vegas, that system is dead and gone. Dead and gone. The new system, when you make a sale of Global Gold Coins, you're going to get 10% commission and you're going to get cash now. Cash now. So if I make $1,000 sale, I get $100. I make a $2,000 sale, I get $200 cash. I make a $3,000 sale, I get $300 cash. I have a group in Florida that I separated from the other side of the company 6 months ago. And that group has grown to 14,000 people. But every one of them buys coins. Doesn't matter if it's $100, $200, $300. Everybody in my training is required to buy coins. If you don't want to be in crypto, go away. There is no free lunch. So when you sign up, you get $100. That's not going to pay off your house. But if you go to work and you build a team, I have people in Florida making $5,000 per week. $5,000 per week. I have one leader who brought in $100,000. She got 20,000 cash. So if you bring sales to the table, you're going to get paid. There's no more you work for free. I want you making 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week, 3,000 a week, 5,000 a week. With the Global Gold Coin in Florida, we're setting up all the restaurants with the QR code in your back office. You can go to the QR code in your back office, go to the printer, and you can print up a free $100 disc, and you can hand them out by the thousands. You can build a local group of thousands of people. We have one leader in Florida who's a bishop of 5,000 churches in 20 countries. He's got 10,000 people in his group. So we want to work with charities. We want to work with churches. We want to work with groups. Thursday, I'm flying to Washington, D.C., and I'm going to be part of I'm a Republican, but I'm going to be part of the Democratic Million March on D.C., and we're sponsoring part of that with Global Gold Coin. We're going to have the Boy Scouts there with charity handing out Global Gold Coin free coins. And we're going to be meeting with some of the top church leaders with the Black movement, and 10,000 churches want to register with Global Gold Coin. What do you think that's going to do to the price? If we add 10,000 churches that add 5 million new buyers to the Global Gold Coin, you're going to see the Global Gold Coin go to $2,000. So it's not about you anymore. We're much bigger. We have 715,000 people in 100 countries. We have 4 platforms with 5 million people that want to come on board with Global Gold Coin. We have 3 international TV networks that want to start promoting global gold coin. Tonight here in Palm Beach, Florida, very beautiful, I met with the president, CEO of a marketing company. Listen up. They have 100 million files of people's names, addresses, and phone numbers. They have 6 million investors and 3 million Bitcoin buyers, and they're going to start putting those people into global gold coin. Wow. Many of you have heard of the boxer Muhammad Ali. Maybe you've heard of the boxer Mike Tyson, famous around the world. Well, their promoter was a gentleman named Don King. Don King now is a member of Global Gold Coin. Don King has a world boxing network of 100 million people, and they're all coming into Global Gold Coin. So this is all work that I've been doing the last 6 months while I haven't been on the Zoom with your group. And I have other news. Our gold company that I started 3 years ago now has 10 gold mines, and it's now worth $2 trillion. So now I'm a trillionaire with gold. On my wallet right now, Larry has a photo of it. With the gold coin at $500, I have 2.46 billion coins on my wallet. So right now on my wallet, we have a market cap of $1.2 trillion. So privately, we're the number 2 coin in the world. There's Bitcoin at 1.5 trillion and global gold coin at 1.2 trillion. When the coin goes up to $1,000, the market cap is going to grow to $2.4 trillion, and we're going to be the number 1 coin in the world. Wow. So with the gold mine, I hired 10 brokers 2 months ago. Those brokers are working day and night, bringing us more gold mines, more gold mines, more gold mines. Right now, we have 450 gold mines that we are negotiating with the owners to bring them into the global gold coin family. Wow. So now I'm a trillionaire in gold, a trillionaire with global gold coin, but not a trillionaire yet in stock. In stock, I'm only worth about 20 billion. So with stocks, what we did is we hired a team of lawyers 7 months ago, and we put them to work, and we said, we want you to turn the gold mine into stock. And they said, that's impossible without doing a public company in America. And we said, well, we don't want a public company in America because the government is corrupt. So we worked on it month after month, and this way, that way, this way, that way. Finally, one of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my life, he said, Professor, I've been doing some international study, and we can make a document, write it down. It's called a Reg S, Regulation S stock document, which allows you to use American gold to back international stock. And we worked on that for 6 months. We got it done 2 months ago. It's got $75 billion in assets and $15 billion in stock paper. For those of you that are Wall Street people, it's got a QSIP number and an ISA number. You're more than happy to have, more welcome than to have a private call with me and Larry, or me and Don and Larry sometime if you want to look at it. So I went to Wall Street in May, and I talked to over 100 stockbrokers, hedge funds, and micro funds about the Reg S worth $75 billion. And I hired 10 brokers to promote this $15 billion document. And about 6 weeks ago, a bank calls me from Canada, and write it down, they're called One World Bank. So there's 5 people on the call, bankers and vice presidents and lawyers. And they called me up and they said, Professor Robert, we understand that you have a multi-billion-dollar crypto. I said, yes, we have the fastest growing crypto in the world, and we've broken 5 world records. He said, well, I heard that you went from 10 cents to $300. I said, yes, we did that in less than a year, but Dogecoin, worth $10 billion, has never reached $1. As Shiba Coin at $3 billion has never reached 1 penny. And he said, yeah, I'm all excited about your program. You got the hottest program I've ever seen. And I've read your Reg Ed. We want to invest $5 billion with you. Now, kind of get your head around that number, 5 billion. That's a lot of money. And they said, we want to trade you $1 billion worth of our banknotes with Global Gold Coin. And I said, well, what's the power of your bank? And he said, well, we control 3 funds, each worth $500 billion. Then one of my brokers in West Palm, who's a multimillionaire, he just showed me $5 million worth of diamonds, which I sent to several of you. And we're going to start a new company called GGC Diamond Brokers with an S. GGC Diamond Brokers with an S.com. And we're going to have diamonds and gold. And some of you might want to be brokers and make an extra couple thousand a week. But we're going to be getting up to $100 million of diamonds from Colombia and Brazil per month, 1.2 billion per year. So that's another company that we're starting. So we have Gold Rush Financial Services, $3 billion. We have the GGC Diamond Brokers, $1 billion. And so then I get a call from a broker, and he said, Professor, I found a gold mine in Alaska worth $17 billion. And the owner loves crypto. And the owner has looked at your Global Gold Coin all over the internet, the good and the bad, and he wants to invest $1 billion with you. So I get on the phone with the owner, and he said, Professor, I've been in crypto 10 years, and I've never seen a coin grow from 10 cents to $500. How did you do it? And I said, number 1, we control the supply. Number 2, we gave away free coins to 700,000 people. Number 3, we went after the top crypto leaders in the world. Larry, Gary, John, Miles, Dr. Stephen, lots of people. And we gave everybody $1 million in coins to bring their group to us. Larry and Gary still have another $1 million to bring to me, right, Larry?
Yes, we do.
So he has a gold mine for 17 billion. He owns it outright. We made a deal. Let me tell you how I do deals. I got 30% of the gold mine, which is 6 billion. My partner got 30%, which is 6 billion, and the owner keeps 30%. I invest $10 million into developing the gold mine. Plus I sent him $1 billion. $1 billion in Global Gold Coin. He's so ecstatic that he can't see straight. When the price hit $500, he's the first guy calling me at 5 in the morning. Professor, the coin went up for $500. You just paid me 500 million bucks. And I said, I know. And it's going to go to 2,000. So I want you guys to think bigger. I want you to think bigger. Now is the first day of your new life. And you can make a goal. I want to be worth $10 million. I want to be worth 20 million. I want to be worth 50 million. I want to be worth 100 million. God told me to help 10,000 people become millionaires. Now, the very best way to get richer in global gold coin, with me as the captain of the ship, with Bob Thompson and the board, is to listen to the Zoom calls and get a promotion. And I don't want to hear this stupid thing like, well, I got a few thousand free coins. I don't need any more money. Okay, well, maybe you don't need money, but maybe your children need money. Your grandchildren need money. The church needs money. The community needs money. So don't set your goal low. Right now, if you buy $100 worth of new coins, you're going to get 3 to 1. Well, think about this. If you could go to a coin shop and you could buy a $500 gold piece for 3 to 1, and the coin shop said this $500 gold piece is going to go up to $2,000 next year. And you thought, what? You mean this $500 gold piece is going to sell for $2,000 next year? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go to the bank. I'll be back. I'm going to buy 50 of them. So I want you to change the way you think. Don't look at what you have in the past. Past is gone. The current is the coin is 500 going to 2,000. That's the current. 500 now going to 2,000. Now I'll tell you another little secret. I told Larry and Gary that I want to create, sorry, hot out here. I want to create 500 new millionaires starting tonight. Now, because you don't have the money probably to buy $1 million worth of global gold coins at $500 a coin, I'm going to do a super favor for you. Number one, every one of you that at least start with $1,000, we will put the $1 million on your wallet now. We'll put it on this week. If you start with 1,000, you can pay Zelle, cash, USDT, Bitcoin, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and you get $1 million of coins on your wallet now. You have 3 months to pay off the 9,000 credit line that I'm giving you for free. Now, in 3 months, I think the coin's going to go to $1,000. So your 1 million is going to become 2 million. Now, how can you work with that? A million ways. There are at least 100 companies out there, the pyramid companies, that are getting people in their company for $1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000, not backed by gold, not backed by anything, and they crash. We are backed 100% by gold. We have 10 gold mine partners worth $2 trillion. I'm not going to tell you about all the other stuff, but I will tell you about 3 new ideas that God gave me last week. Number one, there are 50 million barter people in America. Farmers barter with each other. I'll give you a cow for 3 pigs. I'll give you 50 chickens for a pig. Farmers barter back and forth with produce, everything. So we are starting a new gold crypto barternetwork.com. Gold crypto barternetwork.com. I'm going to fund it with $1 billion, and you're going to be able to trade your gold coins through the barter network for anything you want to buy. You want to buy a car, you can trade the crypto. You want to buy a boat, you can trade the crypto. You want to buy a house, you can trade the crypto. Barter is a multi-billion-dollar business, but we're going to be one of the first companies in the world that puts a gold-backed coin into barter. See, when you have something for sale through barter, a car, boat, house, That car boat house is not going to go up 3 times. It's not going to go up 5 times. It's not going to go up 10 times. Global gold coin going to $2,000 in December and $10,000 next year. Now, I'm going to end the call with my bet. By the way, for those of you praying about my health, I'm on Medibeds now daily. I'm doing my blood. I'm doing my diabetes, everything. And in a couple months, I'll be in ship shape. All right, so here's the bad news. Bad news. Write it down. Bad news. The $500 coins are sold out. The second bad news. The $1,000 coins are sold out. The third bad news. The $2,000 coins are sold out. The bank in Canada is buying $1 billion worth of coins. The gold mine in Alaska, $1 billion. So now the price is sold out to $10,000. So technically speaking, I should shut down all coin sales and never, ever, 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 ever allow anybody in our group to buy one coin for less than $10,000.
But
I want you to think about that for a couple of days. I want you to think about that because I have 250 more gold mines coming. I think a limited supply, we have a very limited supply compared to Sheba. Please write this down. Sheba has 589 trillion coins. 589 trillion. I only have 2.5 billion on my wallet. So we have a miniature supply compared to Sheba. So I hope all of you go have a good night's sleep and you wake up tomorrow and you call Larry and say, I want to be worth 100 million. I want to be worth 20 million. I want to be worth 50 million. Hello?
hey, Professor, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I know you've given us so much information. My phone's got 1% battery on it. So do you have any final words for us? We really appreciate it. And then I'm going to close out with some promotions. Go ahead, Professor.
Okay, so like I said, anybody that starts with $1,000 this week can get $1 million on their wallet, and they can pay the other 9,000 after 3 months.
Hey, Professor, thank you so much. And we're all praying for you. I know you're getting what you need in Florida. So everybody give a thumbs up, hearts for the professor. There's still over 600 people on, and Professor, we'll be talking to you really, really soon, and I'm going to close out the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Roberts.
Thank you.
People next Monday.
There'll be 1,000 people next Monday. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Have
Hey,
a great
everybody.
evening.
So I'm gonna recap and just kind of close this out. I know we've been on for an hour. There's still over 600 people on, so thank you so much. Just to recap what Professor just said. So anybody right now, the coin is $500, but what he's going to do, anybody that goes in for $1,000, we do have new payment options. Make sure you reach out to the leader that you're in their team. Again, we got new payment options. We will put the $1 million on your wallet. We're also paying out now cash bonuses. So anybody that you have that orders coins, you're going to get that 10% cash bonus. Lisa Fields mentioned it. You go in every single day and click on GGC rewards. You get $20 every day. Do you realize if you do that for a whole month, you've got $600 in GGC? That's over a coin right there, just from doing that free thing every month. The other thing we want to reiterate is if you bring in 10 new people, 10 new signups, that started on Wednesday, you're going to get $1,000 on your wallet. Make sure these people are signing up. These have to be real people. You can't enter 10 people from your IP address and make up 10 emails. That's not going to do it because the program will not kick that out. So I just want to tell everybody, thank you for keeping the faith. There's a reason there's 600 people on this. You can hear from the professor. That's a very excited man. He's also brilliant. I said he's got a lot of plates spinning. If he can keep out of 50 plates, even if 3 plates keep spinning, we're going to all be millionaires. So very, very excited. Start sharing with your team. Start giving out your replicated website. Just in the last 7 days since we started that 10 new people, we've put in over 25,000 wallets on the GGC exchange, and we're going to add 1 million people. So everybody, again, we appreciate you. September 18th and 19th, we are going to be in Vegas. We are going to be near Old Town. So just know that the hotels down there, you can get them $69, $79, $89. It's an off season right now in Vegas. We do have a new office space. I think it can hold about 200 to 300 people, even though Dr. Steve said 500, so it might be standing room only. So God bless everybody. I want to thank the entire Presidential Advisory Board. Bob Thompson, honored to be running with you on this journey. And guys, this is only the beginning. The sky's the limit. Get back to the people in your team. Let them know about that $1,000 million coin promotion. You've got the next 90 days to build, pay that $9,000 off, and then that $1 million worth of coins could grow to 2 million, 3 million, 10 million. This is life changing. We're all here. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dawn, for all you do.
Thank you all. Have a good evening. We will do another Zoom call next Monday night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.